Good evening and welcome to the Sheila New Comedy Show. I am the official announcer of the Sheila New Comedy Show, Jay Twiz, and tonight is going to be nothing short of amazing. This is season 3, episode 6, Summer Love and Laughs. Take a moment to explore our website at shelianewcomedy.my.canva.site, where you can become a sponsor, purchase merch, or leave a tip. Let's take some time to celebrate our amazing executive producers, Wanda Rose, Candace Murphy Sisson, and Sheila New. And let's celebrate Ronald Dillard Jr. as our associate producer. Major love to Wassy Dassy Bags and Accessories, our first official sponsor. And we can't forget about our contributing partners, Inner She Yoga and Meditation, Ron Winston Entertainment, Laurel Hill Productions, SISAC Legal Group, and Fave Unite TV. Let's get into the rules of engagement, which are simple and as follows. For those of you who have been selected to be on the stage, please feel free to unmute and laugh during the show. But don't forget, this is a live recording, and if you break the rules, you just might become a part of the show.
So what's up, y'all? What's good?
It's hot outside and it's summertime. We just finished with Father's Day, but I thought we wanted to start with, you had anything wise to tell us to start off the summer?
Put your clothes on. Don't let this heat fool you, okay? Just because it say one size fit all, it don't mean all of y'all. So let's be mindful when we get, because summer means skin, and a lot of people like to show more skin in the summer. If your clothes is hollering when you putting them on, that means they don't fit you. So put it down. Let's find something. Let's be classy, this summer. Let's not show all the cheeks and things like that. Don't nobody really want to see all of that. I know you think it's sexy and it's hot outside, like you said, because it is hot. And hot sometimes mean less clothes, but be mindful. It's the colors you choose will help pull you off too. So we just gonna use some common sense this summer and say less is more. And I'm talking to everybody, including me, because sometimes I be struggling with my clothes. We have fights and talks with each other, but I just want everybody to be on point. Let's dress well. Let's attract what we want and not what we don't need. How about that? Let's do that this summer. And that go for the fellas too. Y'all don't be fooled. I want to see you at the cookouts with your dress socks and your sandals on. Ain't nothing sexy about that unless you on the grill. And if you on the grill, I'm gonna need you to cover up because it get hot. And we don't want nothing on the meat, but what's on the meat, some sauce and some lines from the grill. That's all we want. So that goes both ways. I want everybody to be mindful and dress your children nice. There shouldn't be no way on God's green earth that if the mama got her hair done, nails done, everything did, that your baby's looking like they done played in the dust and the dirt. Don't do me, Wanda. I'm telling the truth. Make sure your boys have their hair cut. If they wearing braids, make sure they braids crispy and fresh. If you have daughters, please and thank you. Let them dress cute and nice and age appropriate. Okay, so let's do that. So
It's summertime. People are letting their kids run free and wild.
see, that's the problem. Free and wild. That ain't cute. It's not always cute. So we got to make it make sense. Let's keep our children's hair together, keep their little nails clean. Your kids outside making mud pies and stuff like that. So let's make sure we doing all the things that we're supposed to be doing for our family and ourselves, because your children are a direct reflection of you. So if you flying your children now, it say a lot about you, believe it or not. I'm just saying. What else? That's a topic in and of itself. What you doing for the summer? Is you letting it all hang out?
So I'd rather Candace probably having more the summer by the pool, I think.
Go ahead, Candace.
Girl, we just got the pool redone. We got the bubbles going and rhinoceros with the spewing out the water in the air. We ready.
Oh, it sounds like a party at your house. I'm ready.
You ready?
I think Candace had a new, I think she's really ready, but Sheila, Candace told me about something today that I don't think she should do because I think it might be a bit dangerous.
What you gonna do, Candace?
Yeah,
What are you
but
talking about?
she been online
Go
too
ahead,
much.
man.
Oh, you might want to tell Sheila about it. So go ahead.
Sheila.
Okay.
I was doing some research on the internet
Mm-hmm.
and I came across a THC cannabis type infused beverage who don't want to drink.
Mm.
So if you don't want to drink and you want something that naturally comes from the earth,
You speaking my language. Go ahead. I'm listening.
you can get these drinks. And the next day have a hangover because it's not alcohol.
Mm.
So I ordered some.
Mm.
I'm now waiting for them to come in.
Okay. Okay. So does it come in flavors?
It does come in flavors.
What? That is wonderful when it comes flavors. We
They
like
got black
flavors.
cherry, they got tangerine, they got
Oh,
juicy mango,
okay.
lime twist. So I think if you don't want to drink, you don't want a hangover, you should give these a try. If you have some health issues, glaucoma, whatever,
Right. Absolutely. You talking about stuff that's coming from the earth is good for you.
But
Okay.
but as I told Candace, that it's also stuff that could get you fired, possibly.
They okay. If Candace works so who gonna fire her? Her? She gonna fire herself?
But Candace, other people can be influenced by these drinks, and they might think,
Well,
"Oh, I'm gonna go and try it." And hey,
okay. So let's peel back the layers because we all know that people in corporate America have done more than just what we talked about, that earthly stuff, THC balance. And for those who don't know, weed is legal in a whole bunch of states now. And they got these dispensaries and you can go to the store as long as you're some places you don't even have to have no card. You just roll up and literally roll up. Okay. So I think they get into it's the prohibition, right? Back in the day when alcohol was illegal, eventually the government found a way to capitalize on it. And this is the same thing they're doing with marijuana, THC, or the contents thereof. But it's a lot of even chefs now that are infusing like the butter, different type of seasonings that they're using cannabis in, because Candace did point out a lot of stuff has healing properties. Hey, Jay. So if you have, like she said, if people don't want to have the hangover or all that comes with drinking alcohol, this is just another alternative. Now, if your happy ass know that your job does random drug tests or things like that, then your ass shouldn't be doing nothing in the first place. That's first and foremost. How about that? Because if you know that at any given time that you can be tapped on the shoulder, say, we need you to pee in this cup, then I'm gonna need you not to be involved in no recreational things in the first place. But even if that's the case and you know it, let's say they know, okay, once a month, once a quarter, twice a year, we going to test you. You just don't know when. You can play roulette if you want to and take your chances. But I think we all adult enough. You have to make those decisions and you got to be smart about making those decisions. But if people don't want to drink and this is an alternative, especially waking up hungover the next day, it's not a good feeling. I've been there, done that. I don't like how it make me feel. So if there's an alternative that I can get my libation on and my THC on at the same time, and I don't have to risk being in a slump the next day, then I'm all for it. So Candace, when you get it and you try it out, let me know which one is your favorite, and then I might have to indulge a little bit myself. I'm just saying, I'm earth friendly. We
I
are.
mean, I know you're earth friendly, but I'm gonna need Candace to stay off the internet and off TikTok. If Candace keep finding all these interesting items on the
It's
internet,
the
you keep
research. It's
lying.
the research.
Candace done bought some of everything off of the internet lately.
I bought a laptop off of TikTok.
Did it work?
Did you? What? Did it work?
Yep.
Yeah. Did it work?
It
Did
was
it?
brand new.
So it was the serial numbers and them ones scratched off on it?
Nope.
Nothing? Okay, so
Nothing.
see, hey, it's a marketplace everywhere, right? You can buy
Yeah.
stuff from everywhere. People have bought stuff off this T website, and some stuff has come back wonderful, and then some stuff has come back trash. So I think it's a crapshoot. No matter what you do, if you on the internet and you buying stuff, you making a gamble. So if you can get some good deals, get the good deals. It's your money, spend it, because Lord knows you can't take it with you. You ain't never seen no U-Haul pull up at no funeral. I'm just saying.
That's the truth. The topic for this night is, what is it? Summer love and laughs. And I think there's a
Somebody,
lot for the summer. I mean, I had an interesting conversation with somebody. I won't say the name today. And so I'm just curious, Sheila and Candace, if you were, both of y'all, I think, like nice things and like being inside, but adventurous. So if you were dating somebody and they decided they wanted to go live in a small camper, just fit 2 people, and go live out in the woods,
what?
you
I
love
ain't
this
going.
person,
I
where'd you
ain't
go?
going. I ain't going in no damn woods. It's bears and shit in the woods. I'm not doing it. No, ma'am. No,
You gonna
thank
break
you.
out with them?
And you said small. You said small, and it only hold 2 people, and that mean ain't no bathroom.
The
It's
bathroom.
cramped quarters.
They starting out
Ain't
small.
got no full kitchen. How big is small? How we talking about 500 feet, 750? Or what we talking about? 300, 200 square feet? What we talking about? Tiny home size camper? Or we talking about a stall size camper? What size camper we talking about?
Tiny home size.
Okay, so tiny homes can be some room in it. I just don't know about the wood. I don't like wild animals. I'm not really, if not domesticated, I'm not with. So I can't. I was born and raised in the city. Camping and things like that. Give me a beach, some beautiful sunset, some palm trees, some good coconut water, and some wonderful fruity drinks with umbrellas in it, stuff, and I'm happy. I'm gonna have to just pat him on his head and send him on his way, honey, and be like, well, I see when you get back. Candace, what about
I'm not going. Plain and simple.
I'm gonna say, Wanda, are you going?
I'm not knowing, but I forgot this was a public audio. I probably shouldn't have talked about this on here.
But you ain't say no names. We just said what it was.
This is Candace's. This topic is Candace's fault. It brought back a memory though. But no, I'm probably not gonna go.
See, that's what I'm saying. I draw the lines because everything is not for everybody. What's adventurous to you may not be adventurous to me, but then that goes back to, again, you need to start asking questions in the beginning because summer love does bring different type of adventures. People want to do things. They've been cooped up all along. They've been inside. They're ready to get out. They're ready to explore and do some things. And maybe they hit a stage in their life where they're saying, oh my God, I need to go out here and do some stuff I've never done for whatever reason. But had a conversation and talk about it. You just can't pull up on me one day talking about, baby, I got this camper and we're going out to the woods. We're going to stay for a couple of days or a few weeks or whatever. Ain't no internet out there. I don't have no 3 weeks worth of vacation time going out.
It's not that extreme. You can get a camper. You can park it on a nice lot. You can park it at the beach, but you're just gonna live in a camper instead of like an apartment or a house. You might just decide to live there to save some money just because you like living in a camper.
I'm not doing that.
You're not doing it.
No, ain't that much love and like it living on the outside in this world. I'm sorry. It ain't for Sheila. I'm sorry. I like stuff. I like amenities. Like I need to have the internet. I need to be able
You can
to.
get the internet. They have the internet. And
If you talking about in the woods though,
and you're not in the woods. You can park it at a beach. You can park it any place. You just gonna live in the
okay,
camper.
okay. So it's a mobile thing, but I don't know, Wanda. I would really have to. It would have to be a conversation. It can't be like one of those spontaneous. That's the kind of surprises I like. I don't want to. I don't want to be in no camper. I just don't say. It's just like me driving a minivan. I don't want to do that either. So I can't do it. So something about the camper is not sexy to me. It's not turning me on.
I can see Candace in a camper though.
Candace said no, emphatically with no explanation.
You would never do that.
Not my thing.
So on the summer love tour and laughs, there's a lot going on this summer. And there's a certain musician who's going around, R&B singer, who was going around and doing concerts this summer. He just had one, I think, in New Jersey last week, and I don't know where he is this week. Chris Brown is doing his tour, and he was in New Jersey last week. But as a part of his tour, he added an amenity to his tour, a feature that you can take a picture with Chris Brown. But some of the pictures get a little touchy-feely. And there have been people upset about the pictures. You might be dating somebody and you go take a picture with Chris Brown, and your boyfriend may not like the picture because you touchy-feely. They even had a guy who said he ended his engagement because of the picture that his girlfriend took with Chris Brown. So what do y'all think about that?
That's a snapshot in time. That's not the whole entire relationship. There's no relationship with Chris Brown. It's just a snapshot, a moment in time. So how risque was the picture? That's what we have to ask.
His pictures can be pretty risky and touchy-feely. He's like touching a lot. They give people. I think he let them do whatever they want to do when they're pictures.
Under the clothes?
No, I didn't see that. I haven't seen that.
Well,
That's a bit far. Right, it's just a moment in time. He shouldn't be
snapshot.
offended. He shouldn't be offended by it. Somebody's living out their wildest dream. So what you think about it, Sheila? We lost Sheila? I don't know what happened to Sheila, but I think Chris Brown, but on the other side of the deal, the fact that he's doing it, it's a great way to make money. Because he's selling out, I think, on the deal. So he's having a show, making money, and then he's having these people come and pay at least $1,100 just to talk to him, hug him, and take a picture with him. I think that was a really good business move.
Do you think he might be hard up for money?
Oh, I don't think so. I think he just thought it was a good business move to make some more money because I think his concerts are doing well.
Okay.
So I think he was just trying to make some extra money. So he said, hey, let me add this feature on where people can come and they can take a picture of me and they can make some money. Would you take a picture with him?
If it's not risque.
It was not risky? Would you pay any amount of money? Is there any celebrity you would take a picture with and you'd pay for it?
Denzel.
Denzel, how much would you pay? But you'd pay money and take $500? I think, yeah. I think that, I don't know who I would take a picture with. Denzel, I don't think I can't think of anybody right now that I would take a picture with that I would pay for. That I'm just like, oh,
No,
wow.
that
Michael Jackson, I would pay to take a picture with Michael Jackson just because that's the epitome of people. And that's somebody, somebody said Michael Jackson's alive and he's going to be on Hollywood Boulevard and you can come take a picture with him. I'm sure there'd be lines for miles to take a picture with Michael Jackson.
What if he never died? So what if we're talking about everybody dead or alive? Who would you take a picture with?
Dead or alive?
It doesn't matter. Let's pretend like everybody's alive.
Who would I take a picture with? Luther Vandross. I know. I like his voice. That's why. And let's say you took a picture with Luther Vandross, but not necessarily about, I thought he was like, oh, the sexiest person, but he had an amazing voice. So yeah, I would take a picture with him. That's just one person, Luther Vandross. Michael Jackson would be a good one.
Barack and Michelle Obama.
That's boring.
I'm
still back. So we're talking now about taking a picture with Usher. The question is, would you take not Usher? I keep saying Usher. Would you take a picture with Chris Brown? He's been charging for pictures with him before his show or after his show. They're about $1,100. The other question was, who would you, if you could meet anybody and take a picture, who would it be?
Oh, I'm not paying no $1,100 to take no picture with nobody.
You just ruined it.
But if I was gonna take and I didn't have to pay no money, I would take a picture with my baby dad. You know who that is? He ain't with us no more. Don't laugh. But I'm with Prince, because that's my baby daddy. That's J&M daddy. Well, I would be taking a picture with him. All up through the house, everywhere. Wherever he at, we're going to take pictures together. We're going to take Ussies, and we're gonna be everywhere together, honey. But we ain't gonna charge me because I'm the mother of his children. So he know better. Yes, if I'm gonna take pictures, I'm gonna take it with my children's father.
So do you have proof? Do you have proof that's their father?
Do you not see Jack?
I don't know. There was a.
You not with her? She is that. If she's musically inclined like him, don't get me started. I'ma be in my feelings. Don't
Sorry,
do
Jay,
me.
I didn't mean to question your parentage.
Girl, make me. We just celebrated him. His birthday was but not. But yes, if I had to take a picture,
I went to California, and my niece, and she's dances, and she portrayed Prince. That was her. She was Prince in the show.
yes, I
So
love
that was really
it.
cool.
Absolutely. See, look at her, and she little like him too. So, hey, but no, I think that I'm all about a hook. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to make money, but think about it like from this standpoint. You're already an artist. You're making money. People have already spent all of this bread to come to your show. Even though I understand he gives a wonderful concert and all the things, but let's keep it a bug. These concert tickets are not cheap. They're hell of expensive. A lot of people forego paying their bills just to be able to be in the same place with the person who they fanning over or whatever the case may be. But and then you're gonna charge $1,100 for come on now. We got Chris Brown ain't hurting for no money. If these your fans and if you truly love them like you say you do and they supporting all your foolishness, whatever that looks like, then don't charge them. I can see maybe putting a package together because it's a VIP joint because a lot of people will do that where you get that opportunity to meet and greet. That might be a different type of ticket price, but we ain't even talking about all the other expenses because nobody who goes to a concert half-ass. You going for the experience, so you getting your hair done, your nails done, your feet done. You done bought an outfit. Whether you wear it again or not, who knows? But that's your business. I think you just got to make it make sense. You done sat in traffic, you in line, your feet hurt, your deodorant done wore off. You smell like all be damn, and now you want to be up under somebody who smell like all be damn too, because he been humping and jumping and pumping up on stage. And now all of a sudden you want to charge me $1,100 to take a picture. No, I don't think so. I'm good on that. Mm-mm.
It's about the experience.
What I can do with $1,100, the places I can go for $1,100 and have a wonderful time. If that's the artist who I choose to listen to, you say I can play the music and close my eyes and act like we in there together. But the $1,100, I'm gonna create my own experiences. You know how much good food I can eat for $1,100? I can have experiences that would last me a lifetime, and I could take a picture with everything, record everything on my phone, and them pictures might get burnt up in a fire or in a flood or something because of a hurricane or disaster, and I don't have it. But now I'm out of $1,100 for an experience and some concert clothes that I probably can't even fit no more. I'm just saying we got to make it make sense. I ain't trying to bag on his hustle, but sir, please and thank you.
But you think you'd be upset if somebody's boyfriend got upset because they took a picture with Chris Brown? Do you think that was fair? The boyfriend to get upset?
Oh, you talking about when Keke Palmer went
No, it's
to?
different. This is a different one. This is
Oh, it's a
this is
different thing. So go ahead.
the boyfriend got upset about the picture that she took with Chris Brown.
If you secure in your business, this only a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like he said, hey baby, come on, go on the road with me. We're gonna live together. He need to calm down. I'm pretty sure he probably fan over somebody too. I mean, that people have to make it make sense, but don't be mad now taking it to what the Keke Palmer thing because her dude ended up breaking up because she went dressed a certain kind of way when Usher had his residency out in Vegas. And all the stars went out to support and he was singing with them and stuff like that. And He was all up on Kiki, and he made a big deal about it, talking about she a mother now and a lot and this and that. He just really showed his insecurities, in my opinion. Because it's Usher. They ain't got nothing going on. And if she wanted to choose Usher, I'm pretty sure she had a hell of a lot of more opportunities other than his residency at Vegas to do. So why is you tripping? He need to calm down.
That's right.
That man got to get it together. But see, I'm going to say this because this been on my mind for a minute. It's a double standard, and it always has been, and it blows me because you can't be this way and in your feelings. But if the shoe was on the other foot, you don't want her to say nothing, but you want to be able to do what you want to do. And she's supposed to take it. But as soon as she do something that you feel like will make you feel a certain kind of way about yourself, that's a punk ass move. Don't be like that. Don't be that dude. Be secure in yourself. No matter what you look like, how you carrying yourself. If she fanning over somebody and she's always told you, it's just like with me and Prince. I've always had a love for Prince ever since I was a little girl, before anybody knew who Prince was, when he was doing his Dirty Minds album. That's how far back I go. I went to that concert. I've been to a few concerts. I had all his albums. His posters were all over my wall. I even had an intricate plan that I was going to go to Minnesota. Right through. I was just going to camp out in the Purple Mansion. That was it for me. But at the same time, people who knew me, just like when he passed away, my phone rang off. Even my children called me to say, "Are you okay?" Because that's how much they knew that I had love for this person. And it was his music, it was his story, it was the way he just lived his life full of purpose. And that was it. That was all. It wasn't nothing more, nothing less than that. But if a dude would have told me who I feel away because you feel like this about Prince, deuces, you got to go. Like, I don't even understand why it's a problem.
Sometimes people just have a little jealousy. I never did well with jealousy, but I think sometimes people have a little jealousy and they don't know how to handle it. But I think jealousy is always not always a good sign. If somebody's
Mm-mm.
really jealous, might be time to walk away.
Exactly, because the jealousy leads to insecurities and all of these other things. But a dude, let it be Janet Jackson or Jennifer Lopez or Beyonce or hell, even Lizzo. It could be anybody. Then all of a sudden, if she say something, why you worried about it? Nah, it ain't like I could ever get with him. It's a double standard, just like the other double standard is when dudes be killing me because they have all these requirements, right? They want their women to look a certain kind of way. They want her to have breasts like this and an ass like this and legs like this and this and this. But then you look at them and he got weenie do and he got a sunroof going on and his shoes ran over and his nails is dirty and he smell old to be
And
damn.
4'3".
And he 4'3". Yeah, he mad and looking like Willy Wonka's Oompa Loompas and all of these things. But then you get mad because a girl don't want to holler at you because she have certain things that she require, but now it's a problem. So you want to be accepted, but you don't want to be accepting. That's a problem for me. I don't get that, and I've never gotten that. And to me, that's some narcissistic type ish that we got to be better. So you can't put your angst on me or have a certain requirement. Number one, if you see me and if I'm not somebody who you would generally go for, then pass me by, bruh. I ain't mad. Deuces, cause trust me, if you ain't got what I need, I'm gonna pass you on by too. I like. Don't be you be mad at me because I like what I like. If you not 6 foot or taller, and it's some things that got to be swinging. I need the lights to go off when you drop your drawers, and not because you. I need things. Okay, I'm just saying. And if you ain't got that, and you ain't got that because you got weenie do, don't holler at me because I'm gonna talk about your ass. I'm just saying. Go ahead, don't give me that. I'm telling the truth right now. Just saying.
Thank you for the truth. I think sometimes I think sometimes we can be more
accommodate.
and say, "Oh, I'll accept that."
Yes,
Men don't tend to do that sometimes, but we'll be
right,
accommodating and we'll look at the
right.
whole picture and say, "Oh, he might not have that, but he has this." And a lot of times, I don't think every man, they want to have what they want.
But they know that they ain't bringing nothing to the table. So this is my PSA for dudes who listen to this show and you're over 50. Let's keep it real. After a while, sir, certain things on your anatomy are going to stop working. So you don't need somebody that's half your age because Viagra don't make it last forever. And it leads to other problems and complications that you probably have not done your research, sir. So why don't you understand where you are in your life? Find you somebody that's willing to walk the rest of your journey with you. And when your things stop working, she's still willing to hold your hand, rub your head, and not go out here and find her some young thunder to blow her back out because you can't no more. So you have to understand where you are in your journey and quit putting yourself in a situation trying to be with these young girls and trying to run behind them. And then you talking about you tired. Dude, she your daughter's age. Quit playing with yourself. Don't play yourself out. And that go for women too, but we cut. See, we built a little different. We don't hit certain strides and certain peaks until certain age demographics. So we might be ready for the young Thundercat when you ain't ready. Be mindful. Understand where you are in your journey, in your life. Understand with your health, what that looks like for you. Cause you don't want to be, it's people that died trying to be up into some things they ain't got no business. And go to the doctor, and go to the doctor and do what you gotta do, but you gotta make sure you're on top of your game. Health is wealth. Please and thank you.
Thank you. So I know it was, thank you. It was Father's Day. I know some of us, what's a good memory you have of your father? That's funny. I think my dad used to tell us that his dad was Charlie Brown. And we used to laugh. He really meant that. And his dad was Charlie Brown. He was sticking to that story, and that his dad is Charlie Brown. I don't know who his dad is today, but back then it was Charlie Brown.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know. And I know Candace got some great memories of her dad.
Go, Candace. I want to hear it.
Yeah, so my dad for Halloween, he would hide behind the trees and have full costume dressed like a wolf
Oh, geez.
and jump out and scare kids.
I love it.
That was so funny.
I think the memory that I remember the most, and I've said this to a couple of people before, but when I was younger, my dad and a few of his friends had a little night spot, right? And they would hang out on the weekend. I guess you could say he had his own stint with being an entrepreneur. He worked. This was something that him and his friends wanted to get into. So that means that he would come in late at night. We would be asleep because 9 times out of 10, we should have been. I was a little girl, probably about 7, 8, 9, somewhere in there. But I would hear him come in the door. And so I would get out my bed and make my way to the kitchen because I knew what time it was. He coming home from the club, so you know he got food, right? So he used to come in with rib tips and French fries. I would just stand there at the door of the kitchen. He would be looking at me. He would just chuckle to himself. He said, "Come on, girl, come sit down." And I would sit down and I'd be eating his French fries or eating his rib tips, and we'd be having conversation. And then my mother would get up, come on, here. Talking about she eating rib tips right with me. So after a while, he would bring home 2 rib tip dinners and some fries because he the me eating his. But that was one of the memories that I know. I think it's special when you can have a bond with your dad and have these memories. And sometimes I ask him now, does he remember these things that we used to do, especially when I was younger? And I'm just glad that his mind is still capable to go back to those memories and so we can have our little chuckles together and laugh. But when you get an opportunity to honor your dads, especially when your dads are honorable. I think it's a beautiful thing to do. I know we all have our stories with that and we all have our journeys with that. But if you have good memories, hang on to them because it's important.
Thank you. Before we leave, because it's almost 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock on East Coast, time is flying. There's a couple news topics. I know we recently had Biden's son. It didn't turn out so well. I felt sorry for him. I really did. I felt sorry for him.
His daddy said he wasn't going to pardon him. That's what he said.
I'm just curious, what did Candace think of the trial?
Now you know, if he don't pardon that boy,
he said he wasn't. He got to show face because, the orange man going through his thing right now. So he got to say all the sound bites that make sense right now. I'm going to tell you, if I was the president and they had my son, baby, I'm letting him out. And I'm going to let y'all know that I'm letting him out. If y'all don't like it, y'all can kiss it because I'm not about to let mine sit up in there. Right now, it's an election year. Mr. Biden's son picked a hell of a time to have a trial right now. So,
yeah. And guess what? I have to have a personal public service announcement.
Please.
And saying, thank you, Joe Biden, for forgiving my student.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
You did something right while you was in this office for the last 4 years. You did something. You don't forget. But I'm going to need you to just wipe it across the board for everybody.
There you go.
Just wipe it out for everybody. You want to
everybody.
You better wipe it out for everybody because I can't wait now. I'm going to watch the debate because I think it's going to be comical.
See how old the candidates are? One
They
is 70, 80, and one is, I forget the age, but I think 70 and 80 something for another one.
All I know.
I think 70 and 81. I think Joe Biden is 81.
Yeah.
What?
Yes. And I think
he
Trump
is
is
the
78.
oldest living standing president that has ever been.
As long as they can stand up, they can run for president.
I'm going to write my name on the ballot. Y'all write my name on the ballot. I'll run
There
away.
you go.
I'll run.
You know what? I think anybody that runs for president needs to read and study the Constitution. Aren't you going to be upholding it?
That's a good question, aren't they?
Not because you're popular, but because you know the law.
Period.
But
they don't know the law, and they don't. Right. They don't be upholding nothing. They just be upholding their draws. They don't be upholding.
Do you think it was a good idea for Biden to run again at his age?
No. But you ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
We could always go. We could always go.
Who they were gonna get?
The orange man could be president again.
Ain't nobody. I don't want to go through it. I don't want to. I think it's time. This is when dual citizenship needs to be a thing. I'll roll out. I'll holler back at y'all in 4 years when the craziness is over. You got to be paying attention. And I don't usually like to get on the political soapbox because I know everybody has their own views and their opinions, and that's cool. Have yours, and that's wonderful. I'm going to put this out. We do not support nor do we endorse any candidate. You vote how you vote. If you don't vote, that's your business. I'm just saying, you got a whole landscape of everything that's going on because there's some things being distracted. They do this bait and switch shit every election year. So you got to be smart and watch out what's really going on right now because people playing in your face and they call politics and all of this, but you got to be mindful. For the coaches would tell you got to keep your head in the game, keep your eye on the ball, watch your opponents, watch how they move. You can almost see what play they going to run, all that if you paying attention. So all I'm going to say is pay attention to everything. And more importantly, do your own research. Have conversations with people who you trust, but still do your own research. You might find out some things about some people that you didn't know, but you got to do your own work. So please do your work. Make sure you're handling your business. And if you're going to vote, how you going to vote, let's not publicize all of that. People ask, that's why when people ask me certain things, it's just like, to me, I take it personal. It's like asking me what size panties I wear. That ain't your business either. So how I vote, who I pray to, and who I believe in, and all that other stuff, that's my personal business. So I think I'm real funny about like politics and work and religion and work. Like I believe them lines should never be crossed. And that's just my 2 cents on it. It look like Wanda might be on a little thing. Okay,
Phone,
she back.
I don't know. I don't know why it came up because I wasn't on the phone. It just
Oh,
popped
okay.
up.
Girl, it's been acting funny because I had my little blip in the joint, but it is now 9 o'clock. Are we in it?
I had one more thing. I don't know if you guys been following in the news. They had another pastor, Tony Evans, recently. He stepped down because he had something in the past. And I was just curious what you think about pastors stepping down. We all make mistakes, but he's not saying what happened, but I think it's interesting that he's stepping down.
I think if you out here doing stuff that you know that it's gonna come out, then maybe you ought to. Cause you playing with people's lives because pastors put themselves on this pedestal. But I think what we all have to realize and remember is this: we are all people, and even the words say we all fall short, right? So if you know that you fall short and you know that you ain't got all this play out and you still gonna be dipping and doing and using the church's money for your own ill will or whatever the case may be, then maybe your ass do need to have a couple of seats and sit down because I'ma say it, and I've said it before, and I know it's gonna step on some toes. Y'all know I really don't care because I'm going to say what it is because it's what I see. This ain't what nobody told me. It's what I see. It's a lot of hypocrites in these churches. I'm just going to say it. Y'all act like y'all holier than thou, and thou art not holy. Thou art not. You don't have no heaven or no hell to put me in. When I go in front of the creator and me and him having a conversation, ain't none of y'all ninjas gonna be around talking about, yeah, she did and did. No, we not gonna do that. So we's not gonna play these little reindeer games. We're gonna act like we did, but we didn't. So I think when we stop being hypocritical and stop being so judgmental, yes, people fall short. And if he feels like he's not able to pastor anymore because what he's done has been so that he's disrespected his calling, and he feels it's just like a job. They pay most pastors a salary, they get benefits. Eventually, they either retire or they pass away or whatever, they become an emeritus or whatever the case may be. But if he feels like he no longer able or capable to do that job and he wants to set his ass down, I say deuces, good on him. Because trust me, the church going to drag him anyway. If he stay in there, they're going to drag him. That's what.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree. And you know what? Piggybacking on what you said, Sheila, I think a lot of these people in the congregation, they forget he's the messenger.
Hello.
That's all he is.
That's it.
He the messenger. Flawed
In everything.
and sinful in everything. He's
Yep.
only the messenger. And if you look at him as the messenger, then you won't have all of these problems.
And that's people problem in the church. They be trying to act like because they're made from flesh and blood, they gonna sin. It's some pastors out here that drink that. Look, about 3 years ago, it was an old pastor. His shit was all over the internet. He was eating that girl up like, baby, like a Oreo. You heard me. And the little young girl was recording them and stuff and everything. And they was trying to get him out. Okay, but he was like, his wife wasn't giving it to him. And he felt like he still needed to be out here. So he got him a little young tundra. They out here, look, they flesh and blood, just like you and me. And they gonna fall short and they gonna sin, especially if they ain't strong, they gonna do what they gonna do. But still, that's his business. I can't condemn, nor can I condone. But guess what? I still ain't got no heaven or no hell to put him in. I mean, it make for good conversation. That's all. That's it. What else you got?
That wasn't quite the story I was expecting. I feel like we need an R rating. I feel like we need a R rating on the show tonight.
Not an R rating. It's not an R, but it's some real conversations. Sometimes you gotta have You got to pull back the layers. And this is some real stuff that be going on when people be coming in and doing all of this stuff and putting people just because of their position. Think about it. We don't have presidents that have done things that's been less becoming of presidents. We've had senators, we've had mayors, we had all kind of people that are in positions of power, quote unquote, and they have fallen and they have been drugged because they have a certain expectation placed on them by who? By people. And these people cannot speak for you when it's time. It's just like when Mr. Biden's son went to court. They can say, oh, he's a good son, but did he break the law? Was there a law that he broke? And if it was, is he going to get punished because of that? They don't care who his mama and who his daddy is. He broke the law. It is what it is. So we got to make it make sense across the board. We can't, if you going to pass on him, then we need to pass on everybody. Because I promise you, there's some brothers in there and there's some sisters in there that probably have done less and got more time that need to be free too. If we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about it and let it be real across the board. You gonna the truth, you always gonna get it. It's gonna be raw sometimes, but it's gonna be real all the time. I promise you that.
I appreciate you keeping it real. I know you were writing a book last year. If you were writing a book last year, what would be the title of it? So for the first 6 months of the year, what would be the title of your book?
For the first 6 months of this year,
Yeah.
the book title would be How We Overcame the Scammers and the Flim Flammer. You already know how. She know what direction it's going in. We're gonna leave it right there. Whole nother topic.
Candace, you have a book for a title for a book for your first 6 months of the year?
For the first 6 months of the year?
Yeah,
Uh,
I like that.
I do too.
Yeah, my title is I Just Don't Know.
Hey,
My
look, it's a
title. And
lot of
sometimes
things.
it's okay and sometimes I realize it's okay not to know.
Yes. And it's
It's
okay not
okay.
to be okay.
Yeah, and it's okay not to be okay. That is one of my mantras. It's okay
Yes.
not to be okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But if you're not okay, and if you do need some help, we do encourage because we do promote good mental health. Laughing is something that we love. It releases endorphins and does all the wonderful things it's supposed to do, but it's not a cure-all, nor do we promote it as being a cure-all. But we do say, if you need some help, get you some. If you need to talk to somebody, please do. Because June is Men's Mental Health
Yeah.
Awareness Month. So we want to make sure that our fellas get the love and the support that they need to. And it's all love.
So you want to end with a few words from the wise?
I will end it like this. I appreciate all of y'all coming in this evening. I missed you, Candace, so much. It's good to have your voice back on. I love it. I love it, Wanda. You already know I love you. I appreciate you. And to my faves that have stayed to the end. And shout out to our executives of Wassy Dassy Bags and Accessories who hung out with us for the majority of the show. We appreciate you. And definitely shout out to Jay Twiz for lending us her voice at the top of the show. So it's the summertime. Yep. And I know the first thing you want to do is pull off them layers and get naked. And that's your business. But when your nakedness impacts us on the outside, I feel a certain kind of way because I feel like I don't want to see all the things that you have going on in your personal business. So be mindful because there are children and elderly folks that don't want to be subjected to that. So when you get dressed and you walk past that mirror, ask yourself, is this okay today? And if your clothes are hollering, that means take them off and put something else on. You can be classy and sexy at the same time. I promise you, you can. You just got to believe that you can. But use humor in it. Don't be hard on yourself. But let the summertime be free. And if you choose to be in a relationship or even start one this summer, for whatever reason, that's your business. But remember to ask all the questions you want to know. And you become distracted because the eye candy is a beautiful thing, but it's also a dangerous thing. So make sure you ask all the questions that you need to ask. And if you forget some questions, ask them when you remember, because it's important. Because like I said, the numbers of the diseases are going up. And I don't want you to be uncomfortable this summer. I want you to be out there and have much fun, frolic in the sun, get all the vitamin D you need from the SUN, not the SON. And that's my piece. I'm Sheila New, and I'll see you when I see you.